what has been the impact of coronavirus? And I'd like to ask that to Francesco.
Good morning, Annabelle. The coronavirus has obviously had a devastating impact on economies. And I suppose in Europe, the main issue whenever you have these crises is whether the whole thing will fall apart. And I suppose the good thing is that actually Europe has come together, and Germany has been quite supportive of the periphery this far. So it's actually quite good. From a portfolio point of view, obviously, we went into this very cyclically exposed. So we've had to tone that down into more sort of defensive, growthy companies. But the opportunities are there.
Well, that's encouraging that there's opportunities there. Hugh, obviously Asia, the origin of the coronavirus, what's been the impact?
Well, it started here, but in a sense, Asia's been an old hand at viruses. So the measures taken in Asia were extremely strict and extremely quick. So there's been a major economic impact because effectively many of the Asian countries closed for business, and it's particularly affected certain businesses. So economic growth has fallen off a cliff, and of course it turned in many places into recession, and you've seen topsy-turvy stock markets as a result, very sharp falls in stock markets, which for us has given us opportunities to buy either companies we were monitoring but felt were a little too expensive, or indeed to top up some existing holdings as they collapsed. And then we've seen a very sharp recovery as people have understood that Asia seems largely in control of the virus, but the impact is going to be long and fairly lasting. So it's a matter of positioning portfolios so that they benefit from the slightly new ways that we'll be doing business, although in many ways those new ways were already in train before the virus. They'll just accelerate.
Yes, well, we're seeing more cases in the US. I think you're right about that long-term impact. Gervais, in the UK, what's been the impact?
Like others, I mean, we saw an alarming sort of effective lockdown. We saw that demand fell off a cliff. The ability to supply fell off a cliff. Lots of cash flow was short, companies are coming short of cash flow. And that led to many dividend cuts, a sort of blizzard of dividend cuts we've seen in the UK. The stock market came down very substantially. As a result of that, actually, I tend to be a bit of a cautious fund manager. I had a put option in the portfolio. We were able to book the cash in, bring the cash into the portfolio and top up some of our holdings at the bottom with the new cash, and it allowed us to recover rather better than the others. So it's been pretty severe. I don't think it's over. Unfortunately, I think a lot of companies are going to go bust in the future. But for now, the stock market's strongly recovered and everyone's beginning to think about the next stage.